Let's look at the dumbbell snatch. So the dumbbell snatch often gets programmed for us as a conditioning exercise. It is not a strength exercise, which means that we don't have to go especially heavy on it because we're generally going to try to go quick. And that doesn't mean go super duper light, but a weight that you can press comfortably for a few reps is generally a good one to snatch. You don't want to be using the snatch to get something overhead that is way heavier than you can press, because your shoulder is probably just not strong enough to stabilize it. So there's a way of thinking about weight. I'm gonna have Susan go through a couple of snatches, and then we're gonna break this down. Good, one more. Great, and then pause, go ahead and rest. So you'll notice that between reps, she didn't quite go to the ground. She came most of the way back down. Weight was just a few inches off the floor. That's totally fine for what we're trying to accomplish with a snatch. If on the way down you break the line of the knee, I'm happy with it. The second thing is that the snatch is a fluid motion from low to locked out overhead. You notice that Susan never stopped at her chest on either the way up or the way down. It was one fluid movement through. The last thing I need you to remember about the snatch is that this is about the legs. This is about the hips. The arm is just the connection to the dumbbell. Yeah, the arm is pulling a little bit, but it's not a muscular pull. It's really just transmitting the force that you generated through the floor to get that thing up overhead, and then as it comes back down, it comes in. I'm gonna have Susan turn to her right for me, and I'm gonna have her do, let's go for 4 snatches on this left side. The other thing I want you guys to notice is, as she snatches, when she's in the bottom position, her back is still nice and strong. Sorry, she doesn't let herself curl forward. And also, the dumbbell is passing really close to her chest on the way up and on the way down. Keeping it nice and close, that's gonna protect the low back and the shoulder. Very last thing about the snatch, your hand position. When I snatch and I'm in my bottom position, I like to have my hand at about a 45-degree angle. I actually come through neutral and then end at about a 90-degree angle overhead. So my wrist rotates pretty far as I go through a snatch. That is what makes my elbow and my shoulder happy. If your shoulder and your elbow don't care how you snatch, frankly, I'm not too worried about your hand position either. However, if you find that there's positions that feel tweaky, really good idea, stay out of those positions and maybe even go lighter and practice the technique. Anyways, guys, thank you, Susan. That is our dumbbell snatch.